You wake up, it is cold, the bed is soft, your body wants more sleep, your mind wants excuses. That is the moment the world decides your fate. Most men surrender in that second. They choose comfort, they choose smallness. They hit the snooze and hand their life over, one morning at a time. You are not most men. You are here, you pressed play. You still have a choice. The difference between the man who changes and the man who stays the same is microscopic and absolute, a single decision repeated without apology. That choice is discipline. Discipline is not a feeling. Discipline is a command. It is the voice you give yourself when every other voice screams surrender. When your legs burn, discipline talks. When your alarm screams, discipline answers. When your friends ask why you are in the gym again at dawn, discipline does not explain. Discipline acts. Understand this, your body follows the orders you teach it. Your mind is the general gives orders. The soldier follows them until war is won. If the general is weak, the soldier surrenders. If the general is ruthless, the soldier fights beyond known limits. Train your general first. You do not need motivation. Motivation is a liar wrapped in glitter it thrills then leaves. Motivation is the fireworks before the show. Discipline is the nightly rehearsal when no one watches. Winners do the rehearsal. Winners show up in the small hours. Winners do the work the lazy forget how to keep doing. They show up again and again until the body becomes the instrument of the mind. Imagine your life like a forge. The gym is the heat. The bar is the hammer. The sets are the strikes. Every strike shapes you. Repetition refines metal into edge. Without consistent heat and repeated blows, steel remains raw. You will hammer yourself into a weapon or remain an uncut ingot, soft, wasted potential, forever wanting. Pain arrives in the gym like truth. It is honest. It tells you exactly where you are weak and where you are strong. People hide from truth. They scroll, distract, numb. Real men listen. They apply the remedy. Pain teaches a fundamental lesson. You either adapt or you accept defeat. Every rep that leaves you shaking is a lesson written in muscle. Read it, learn, apply. There is no heroism in comfort. There is only slow corrosion. Comfort is the sedative of potential. It whispers you deserve ease. That whisper is a poison. The person who answers that whisper will never know the weight of true power. The person who refuses it will earn a different life, hard-won, quiet, and absolute. You want to be someone who commands a room? Start by commanding your mornings. You want to be someone who never panics when pressure hits? Train under weight until pressure is familiar. You want endurance in life? Build it under fatigue in the gym. Everything you need begins as an action you take, while tired, while bored, while cold. Consistency is boring to the observer, lethal to the opponent. People admire the result and forget the grind. They clap for trophies and ignore the decades of discipline behind them. You cannot borrow tenacity. You cannot fake the steady pound of progress. You can only earn it day by day, rep by rep, meal by meal, hour by hour. Set the rules for yourself and obey them without negotiation. The rules are simple. Show up, do the work, recover, repeat. Do not weigh your worth by scale numbers or followers. Measure your allegiance to your standards. The man who keeps his commitments to himself becomes the man the world respects. The man who lies to himself becomes an easy target for life's difficulties. This is not about vanity. It is about claim. Your body is a statement. It declares to the world what you are willing to endure. When you walk into a room, your posture, your calm, your controlled breath say you prepared. Preparation breeds confidence. Confidence yields options. Options yield freedom. When your body is prepared, your mind is not surprised. You meet challenges with method, not panic. There will be nights you fail. There will be sessions that fall apart. You will miss a meal. You will sleep poorly. This is not an excuse to quit. It is an opportunity to demonstrate recovery. Recovery is also discipline. You return. You adjust the plan. You do not unravel. You do not turn one lost day into a life of loss. The flaw that becomes a habit is the end of growth. So choose structure over chaos. Choose routine over whim. Lock your schedule into stone and build around it. Let the world be noisy. Let your life be quiet and certain. When the internet calls your name with distraction, answer with a set. When the crowd demands comfort, answer with a run. When your head invents reasons to stay small, silence it with action. Train for the dark hours when nobody sees. That is where victory builds. The early alarm, the single extra rep, the denial of dessert, these are small acts with tidal consequences. When they compound, life changes direction. People will notice your results before they recognize the work. That is fine. Results are the only language worth speaking. Mental toughness is a muscle. You flex it with controlled exposure to discomfort, make cold showers a ritual, make early prepping a habit, make deliberate fasting days where you practice appetite management. Do not chase extremes, practice sustainable hardening. This is not temporary suffering. It is a lifestyle of being deliberately harder than your environment expects. Fear is a compass pointing to growth. When you feel fear of the weight, of challenge, of ridicule, step toward it. Fear signals the border of your capacity. Cross it often. Each crossing increases what you can tolerate, what you can create, what you can command. The comfortable man never learns to bear heavy loads. The hardened man does not fear loads, he embraces them. Discipline requires ruthless honesty. Check yourself in the mirror and speak the truth. Admit the misses, the indulgences, the nights you surrendered. This is not self-flagellation. It is diagnostic. Only by naming the deficits can you fix them. Then make a plan. 3 immutable actions you will do before the end of day, not 10-3. Consistency is maintained by simplicity. Your lifestyle will demand sacrifice. You will say no to parties, to foods, to patterns that make you small. You will say yes to cold mornings, to strict nutrition, to long weeks of effort without applause. This choice is terrifying to many. To you, make it clarifying. Sacrifice is the price of identity. Who are you? Decide, then accept the cost unapologetically. Build a perimeter of non-negotiables. Sleep schedule, training time, protein intake, focused work blocks. These boundaries protect progress from the chaos of life. They are not restrictions, they are instruments. With them, you create margin to strike in other areas. Without them, your life becomes reactive, drifting on waves of whimsy. You are not a driftwood. You are a captain. Learn to love the struggle. There is a brutal beauty in the hour of maximum resistance. The shake of legs, the burn in the lungs, the overhead that barely moves. This is your curriculum. Respect the curriculum, study it, understand the weak points it shows you, and repair them deliberately. The gym exposes truth. If you listen, you will become refined. Your identity shifts with your choices. The man who trains daily becomes someone who organizes his day. The man who organizes his day finds his team. The man with a team changes industries. One daily ritual at a time, a man becomes powerful. Start with the rituals you can control, the rest follows. Power compounds like interest. Small actions daily yield enormous returns. Do not be seduced by quick wins. They teach you dependence on luck. Build systems. Systems win wars. A training program without adherence is a wish. A meal plan without consistency is a dream. Systems remove decision fatigue. They make excellence ordinary. Make excellence your habit, make habit your culture. You will encounter critics and friends who do not understand the costs you pay. Their confusion will sound like accusation. They will call your sacrifice extreme. Smile and keep going. Their words are not weapons. They are background noise. You are sharpening yourself for different terrain. Ignore the bark and focus on the hunt. When doubt creeps in, recall days of proof. Stack evidences of your reliability. A 3-week streak, a month without missed sessions, a personal record. These are deposits in the bank of your belief. Withdraw from them when storms come. Your past discipline is the currency of your confidence. Mastery is lonely. The higher you climb, the fewer companions on the way. Embrace the solitude. Use it to listen to your inner general and correct course. In silence, the truth is loud. Comfort is loud with chatter. Greatness speaks softly in acts. Do not mistake activity for progress. Busy hands are not always making a sculpture. Fight for tempo. Rhythm in training is rhythm in life. There is a cadence to power, intent, execution, recovery, repeat. Live inside that cadence. Time becomes an ally. You will hit phases of faster progress and phases of maintenance. Both are necessary. Respect each phase and adjust the plan, not the standard. On days when the scale doesn't move, the mirror doesn't reward, or the numbers stall, double down on process, the body is a late responder. Systems and consistency are the slow compounding forces. Patience is not passive. It is an aggressive strategy practiced by the wise. Become a master of long games. Leadership grows from personal mastery. When you show up for yourself with the same ferocity you expect from others, people will follow. You will not demand loyalty by voice, you will command it by example. Your team will mirror your ritual. Your family will inherit the standard. Your influence will be quiet and total. Stay ruthless with excuses. They come dressed as logic, as compassion, as being reasonable. Know the disguises. Ask yourself, is this an actual barrier or a clever avoidance? If it is the latter, throw it away. The mind is ingenious at inventing safety. Your task is to domesticate that ingenuity and point it toward work. Create benchmarks that matter: strength, resilience, skill, movement, quality. Track the small wins. 2 more reps, better sleep, steadier breath, cleaner form. Small wins are the stitches in your fabric of progress. Celebrate them minimally and move forward. Confidence built on small, consistent victories outlives fleeting validation. Do not avoid discomfort and do not over-celebrate it. Hardship is the medium, not the product. The product is competence. Competence provides options. Options provide freedom. Freedom is the currency of a life worth calling yours. Build competence deliberately and methodically. The emotion you chase pride, respect will follow as consequence, not pursuit. Teach your environment to support you. Arrange your phone not to be a thief. Stock your kitchen with real fuel. Arrange morning routines that remove decision load. Design your life as an infrastructure for discipline. If something keeps screwing you over, change the system. The world is malleable to the prepared. When you finally reach a new plateau, do not indulge in complacency. The plateau is a new baseline. Reset the standard and find the next horizon. The process never ends because the man you are becoming needs continuous sharpening. A sharp blade must be used to stay sharp. Remember why you began. Not for vanity, not for others. For the deeper reason that you refuse to be small. For the principle that you will not be dictated to by weakness. For the vow that you will make your life a testament to capability. Keep that vow in front of you like a lodestar in fog. It will guide you when the road goes dark. Now act. Do not negotiate. Walk to your training space. Start with warm breath and steady intent. Move with purpose. When fatigue arrives, meet it. When pain speaks, translate it into instruction. Do 1 more rep. Set the tone for your day. The man who controls his morning sets the tone for his life.